up, Kim?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you
Yeah, hey, so
doing?
hey friends and subscribers out there. Welcome back to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but
But
with Keita and Kim. Trying to
this is
stay
gonna be
warm.
weird. This is
If
going
you
to
don't draw
be weird.
attention to it, ain't nobody gonna pay attention. Ain't nobody gonna
Look,
notice it.
I'm gonna grab it in a second and start singing.
What you gonna say? Nights
I
like
don't know.
this, I wish.
Girl, I need to sing something that bring the sun out because you see what I got on.
You see, somebody posted on I think it was Instagram. The sun up there just ain't doing nothing. Why the sun up there just ain't trying to
Right,
do
being
nothing?
lazy.
Ain't heating up shit. What
I've
the?
seen a couple of people like Ricky Smiley's post about asking Florida for 40 degrees. Look, we don't even have the 40 degrees to give you. That's all we have. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. I don't know what it is today, but I'm cold in the house, so it must be cold outside. I ain't going out there. Oh, it say it's
I,
47, real feel 51. They see it feel like it's cold in here. That ain't bad. That's better than it's been. Last week
boo,
was just stupid.
it's 67 here and I'm freezing.
Yeah, but it was like 7 here last week. So
I
47 is fine.
know. Keep that shit there.
Yeah, I'm okay with 47. Bundle up when you come
Oh, listen, I'm
and
going to
bring an
be
umbrella.
angry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to pack the umbrella. I already packed the scarves and the gloves.
I don't think it's
But
gonna be that cold, but it's gonna be raining.
listen, listen, listen. I'm going to be cold. I hate being cold. That is, ugh.
And when it's cold and raining, I want to fight somebody.
Right.
I
Exactly.
do.
Well,
I had a friend when I was in school. She was she was my neighbor in the apartment where we lived. She lived in the apartment. We shared a wall. And one day she came home campus and she was like, "Oh my God, it is so cold out there. It was raining. I was just miserable." She said, "I was just walking across campus and the rain was hitting me and I ain't had my umbrella." She said, "I was just crying." I was like, "Why were you crying?" She was like, "Because it was cold. It was raining. And I just let the tears just fall in the rain." I was like, "You're so dramatic."
that's extra. That
I
is
was
so extra.
cracking up. And I don't remember that 30 years because I was crying tears laughing at her. She was like, "I was just walking and crying in the rain."
That's
It's raining and I'm
hilarious.
crying. I was like, "Girl, it's rain." But I feel it though. I hate that. I hate rain. I hate rain worse than snow. I do. I don't like neither one of them, but I hate rain worse than snow.
I just don't like to be cold. I can't function when I'm cold. Yeah. I'm mad at the world when it's cold.
Yeah, I
And I've
do.
had an attitude all day.
That's me in the snow. I mean the
Yeah.
rain. I get an attitude when
Yeah.
it's raining. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
so let's get on into it. We had the last, thank Jesus, last
Woo!
last part of the Belle Collective reunion. The last part, thank you, Jesus, of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. And we have one more episode of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, which I ain't gonna lie, took me twice to get through because it was boring to me. I don't know if I was just tired or if it was really that boring, but it was not
It was
holding my
boring.
attention. And it's dark. I had to turn the brightness all the way up on my TV. I was like, "Everybody on the show dark skin. I'm gonna need y'all to lighten it up a little bit."
Well, it's funny because there are some shows, and Kanan is one that I wait until nighttime to watch because if you're watching it during the day, you have to close the curtains. It's like
So
there's no
dark.
way you can, yeah, you can't watch it. So all the Queen's Men is back, and well, it's been back apparently. I just didn't know it. And Raising Kanan are two shows I have to wait to watch at night because they have so many dark scenes that it's pointless to watch it during the day. It's weird.
Yeah. There was a Game of Thrones episode,
Oh,
some battle. I was
the
like,
the the blue when the wall, I know what you're talking about. When the wall you remember when the dragon was infected and the one that died?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had the blue eyes and then
Yeah.
yeah. That's I
I
had
couldn't
to
see
close
nothing. I couldn't see
nothing.
nothing.
Yes.
Turn the brightness all the way up. Like, what is
Yes.
happening? I'm like, what?
Yes.
It just looked like fog or mud. I don't know. I couldn't see nothing. It's just blurry shapes. Like, what's happening? What's happening? People talked about it online. It was so bad. And I guess it was on
The
purpose.
cinematography, yes. The cinematography in that show was brilliant. And when I tell you I watched it at night and it was jet black dark and it was so beautiful. All those colors. It was just so beautiful. I remember that. I know exactly the episode you're talking about because I could not watch it.
What colors?
The colors when the dragon was had the blue eyes because it died, so then it got infected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the episode when they were finally like going through the wall. It was like the wall was lit up. It was really pretty. Everything
I'm
was
about to
coming
say,
to a
with no
head.
colors. Everything was gray and brown and
No,
blue.
it was blue.
Yeah, but that ain't colors. That's color. Color.
It wasn't. Well, I mean, but you
No.
have to think about the whole show. Everybody was black and white. It was either black or it was either white. It wasn't. Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway. Anyway, let's get on to it. So, Belle Collective.
Can I do a petition to have Carlos King removed from all reunions? He is the absolute worst host on the planet. The worst.
You can try. You can try, but I mean, they his shows. I don't know how far you're gonna get with that.
He doesn't ask. And I actually have been seeing people on the interwebs talk about how he's not asking really good questions. Actually, it gets to a point where he's not asking questions, period.
He's not. If he were an attorney, the other side would be objection, leading the witness, because he only asks questions that he already thinks he knows the answer to. So he keeps asking. If you don't answer how he thinks that you should answer, he's going to ask it again, and then he's going to ask it again, and he's going to ask somebody else on the stage. He's going to bring somebody else on and ask them, and it's just like, bruh, seriously, let it go, let it all go. So anyway, so who did they talk to this week?
So on Belle Collective,
yeah, what's your note, Scott? Because I was going to talk about JJ.
I only had one note.
What?
And that was the scene that I absolutely hated the most, which was the conversation between JJ, Shantae, and the girls. I did not like that whatsoever. When you start bringing kids, and the only reason I'm saying that is because we only see a very small snippet of their relationship. And it's so tricky when it's a step parent. You just really don't know what happens behind the scenes. And I just didn't like that. And you don't want to jump to conclusions and say that this man married somebody that didn't get along with his kids. You don't want to say that because you don't really have all the details. But the way that it looked, them kids didn't like her not one bit. They're not even kids.
I was about to say they are grown women.
They're not.
Children.
That's what I corrected myself. I shouldn't have said that, but yeah, they don't like her, and that's apparent.
And even if she did pick them up from school or help them with their homework,
and do their hair,
do their hair, that doesn't mean that she gave a damn about them or that she liked them
right
at all. And it's just, you can see that there's a lack of connection with her and them.
Right.
Which might have been because they weren't little kids when she got with him. Like, they weren't babies or toddlers or anything. They were
right
of a substantial age and
right.
can see for themselves what's going on. Their
right.
mom is probably saying stuff about him, but He does have those girls a lot, and they do seem to have a good relationship separate from Shantae, Sophia, so Gucci. They seem JJ and his girls seem like they have a good relationship if she could stay out of it, but she can't stay out of it. And it does get complicated between step
somethings,
parents, bonus kids, whatever you want to call them. It can be tricky because it still ain't your child.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think she gives a damn about them kids, them girls.
I don't either. Not at all.
And we only see a snippet of everything on these shows. Like,
we
only see what's presented to us. But what we saw, she don't look like she just doesn't seem genuine or authentic when she's talking to them. They have real pain and emotion, and she's sitting there like, well, you do her voice. But, well, I mean, I do love y'all. No, you don't.
No.
You don't. So Carlos brought them on, and he thought this was going to be good TV, and it was not. He realized it was going left, and he was potentially about to ruin a relationship between this man and his children. And so he tried to stop it. He wasn't able to, but he tried to stop it. So he gonna need to stay away from that. He needs to leave that alone. I did like that they went back and showed the scene where Marie, Letitia, and who else was in the house with them? Somebody else from the show was at the house. And Glenn showed up, and they were running around the place. I liked it because we talked about it last week. You know, she tries to act like Latrice is in an abusive relationship. What you running for?
Right. She gonna say, if Marie was running, I started running because she was running. Girl, shut up.
Mm-hmm. And when she saw it was Glenn, it didn't make her stop running.
Correct.
So yeah, no, baby, somebody lying. Lying.
And that's why I said on the last episode that Akeisha needed to stay out of that, because you don't know what was told to Latrice. You know what I mean? So that irritated me too, because I was just like, just because somebody say 3 out of the 4 or 50% of the people I'm saying, it don't mean that she's including you.
Right.
A hit dog will holler, bitch. Maybe there is something going on in your relationship.
I don't think so. Willie ain't hitting her.
I don't think so either, but I'm just saying.
He don't appear to have enough emotion in his body.
He does on the show, though. He does on his show.
He probably don't argue. He just be looking.
He does, just not with her.
Yeah, he looks so uninterested. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. I ain't talking about his whole life, but yeah, with her and in this situation, he just be like, whatever.
No. I'm talking about the show he's on. Is it Get Up? Get Up. I watched the tail end of it because Undisputed comes on right after, or maybe it's the Carton show. He's on. Yeah, I think it's the Carton show. It comes on right before Undisputed, so I catch the last maybe 15 minutes. He's I'm talking about really like into them sports, and then on the show it's like, does he even know English?
Well, they talk about JJ and his god darn it. I can understand JJ most of the time. Cliff, they got to put subtitles on him too. He'd be like, I don't
understand Cliff either. I don't understand anything he says.
I don't understand her attraction to him unless she color struck, because he not cute. He just light skinned with curly hair and green eyes. You know, that's all some people need, I think.
Well, I think we've all surmised that it has to do with the daddy issues.
Green eyes and green money. That's what he got for her.
Hey.
So, all right, Belle Collective is over.
Yeah, and I would say this too. Just one more thing. I don't know if the lineup would change if they get a new season. I don't know, but I do feel like Shantae doesn't have a storyline. So Gucci, Sophia, whatever. She has absolutely nothing to discuss. Neither does Tambra. Neither does Marie, really. I don't know how this show can continue when there's nothing going on. I mean, they might as well have me on camera, and I work from home, so it's like, what? Y'all ain't
Marie
showing
has
nothing.
things to discuss. She's just hiding them. She has a lot of things going on in her messy life. She does.
It's
Out of
messy.
all of them, she got the most going on. And they could do the whole show following her around from the crack house to the methadone clinic to the jail where her son is to over here, this baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like they could follow her around Jackson all day and see what she up to. This fight with this person, fight with that person, suicide at the reservoir. Like, you follow her. Yeah. I don't do Marie.
I have died.
Anywho,
You
yeah. Yeah. They
you
do need
said
to do
anywho.
something different. So
Yeah.
Gucci only has a storyline because of Selena, honestly. And if Selena, I would rather see what's going on with her than
Well,
Sophia.
especially she got a fiance, so maybe they could show her wedding or something. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But this wasn't a very interesting.
It didn't have to be 3 episodes.
It didn't have to be. But they didn't have to take that season break and then have all those extra episodes. It was just not a good season for them. So they need to regroup a little bit.
Look, boo.
We could drop them from the list if they don't come with it next time.
Right. Okay. So Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Also did not need to be 3 parts.
And also Carlos was a dumb host because he didn't ask he was not probing the right stuff, but he absolutely pissed me off yet again, bringing up shit that wasn't even on the show. But we'll talk about that later.
Where you want to start with these folks? Martell trying to catch Melody in a lie.
Yes, how about that? Go ahead.
I'm gonna need him to let that go. He is hung up on the technicality of the literal definition of having sex with someone while you're still married, someone else other than your spouse while you're still married on paper. He needs to come up off of that. Nobody in their right mind considers separated people to be cheating on each other. And can't nobody be cheating on you when you got a whole relationship. That is not cheating, sir. She's not cheating on you. And at that point, he ain't cheating on her. He got a girlfriend. That's established.
Mm-hmm. And a whole baby.
A whole baby. A whole baby. A whole one.
He needs some intense counseling with some probes.
Now, Melody was backtracking and she was trying to save face because he was like, when did you cheat? When was it? And she said 2014, 2015. He's
I thought that was a joke. No, I thought she was. No, I thought she did that on purpose to say, what you gonna say? 2013, 2014, 2023. What you gonna say? Like, I feel like she was messing with him at that point because it's stupid.
I think she was being open and saying, I didn't start sleeping with nobody till 2014, 2015, but you had a girlfriend since 2011. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what she was saying. She doesn't consider it cheating on him, and I don't either. And he knows that whatever she did after he was messing with the woman they call coleslaw on social media, he cannot blame. He can't blame anything Melody did after for the reason why he cheated. Like he needs to let that go. You didn't step outside the marriage because of what Melody was doing. You stepped outside the marriage because of what you wanted to do and what this girl was doing for you. So yeah, he sucks. Man, he just sucks.
You absolutely don't do anything you don't want to do. And he wanted a whole second relationship. And he wanted his cake and eat it too. He wanted his marriage. I do believe he loved Melody. And I believe he wanted a marriage and he wanted those kids. But I also believe he wanted a girlfriend and whatever she was doing for him.
He wanted somebody to dote on him. He wanted somebody to cater to him and pamper him and sex him down and slob him down, right? He wanted those things. Melody's taking care of these 4 kids. Was it 3 at the time? The 3 kids and building their empire and hustling for this reality show and doing all these things and ain't got time to be worrying about his every whim. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah.
you and your little penis. Go on somewhere. That's how she probably was feeling. And, it's listening to people on shows like this and on like cheaters caught in the act, that Tammy Roman show. Um, the men say the same things over and over and over. You know, they don't fall out of love with the woman they're with. They just aren't getting the sex or the attention or the affection they need from this one woman, and they go get it somewhere else. They don't ever talk about you not giving her what she needs. They don't care about that part. But if for
Right.
1 minute they aren't getting the physical fulfillment that they need, they go running off to somebody else who's giving it to them. But they still want the woman who had their children because they're going to have that connection. They have that love for her or whatever they initially had in the relationship. They separate the two. Like, this is my wife and this is my peasant. And they don't think it's no big deal. And maybe we got it wrong. Maybe biologically, people are not supposed to be monogamous.
And I don't know. I can't even speak to that because
nobody can. That's just a,
Yeah, what? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I do think that life is short and people need to be honest with themselves. And if you're not getting what you need out of this commitment that you have to whomever, then either you work on it or you get the hell on.
And that's
I don't think you should hold people back from their happiness or settling or whatever they're doing either. I don't know, but
yeah, and that's what he says. Now, that is the one thing Martell says every time, that he did tell Melody that he wasn't getting what he needed. He claims he was telling her, and she seems like the type that'd be like, boy, go on with that, with your little penis, go on somewhere. And so he went somewhere with it.
I got a hook and a curve.
Yeah, I'm just saying little because that's, just to be disparaging. But yeah, she probably dismissed him. She probably blew him off. And he went and got it somewhere else from some young chick who was making him feel like he was the man.
Yeah. Well, I do think that she needs to stop responding to him. Period. Let him talk. Let him say what the hell he gonna say. Let him cry. Let him switch off the stage, going to the room to get some paperwork that they never readdressed.
Well, they can't because she didn't have the paperwork with her, and he didn't have what he thought he had. So they nothing they could do. She could pull it out later and show it on social media, but they couldn't do nothing in the moment, right?
Well, they can say cut, stop, let's look at this, whatever. I didn't care actually. I think that she needs to just stop talking to him. Just ignore him and pretend like he don't exist. I think that would hurt him worse.
That's when he acts up the most, is when she ignores him.
Yes.
He's a child.
He is a child and needs some probes.
He's been stunted.
He needs a lobotomy. But so this won't take but 2 seconds. For a hot second, I wanted to know, why was Courtney on the show? Courtney didn't say 2-3 words, did he? Out of the 3 shows.
No, he was like Willie. Willie didn't say anything either. Courtney is not, he's not here for that. He only shows up probably because they make it him as Courtney's husband. He could next time be like,
it's Stormy's husband.
Who's what? Yeah, Stormy's husband. He could just, and they get mad when certain folks don't show up, but I'm sure they'd be okay if Courtney was like, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I've seen it on the other housewives and stuff like that.
Yeah, Courtney and Willie did not need to be on that stage.
They didn't add anything to the conversation whatsoever.
Absolutely nothing.
Mm-mm.
Kiki. I'm
What
tired of
else
her.
do you think they got on her? Is it the prostitution?
Who cares?
Hmm?
Who cares? I thought Kiki's role, purpose in coming on this show was to expose Marcel.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't do that. So what the
She
are
can't,
we?
right?
We don't
Said
know.
last week it's in his contract that they can't
I
talk about
think that's
his
bogus. I
infidelity.
mean,
So,
that's
but
what the
then,
interwebs is saying.
but though, that's what lends that credibility though, because they brought her on there to expose the marriage. She started kind of doing it, and then it got shut down, and she's never been able to get it back out because they won't let it.
And
Now
so
there's
why
nothing
is
for
she
her to
on the
say.
show?
There's not, well,
Yeah.
she want that paycheck now, but I'm saying she can't do what they brought her on there to do because they keep shutting her down. Has this all been the
I
same season, or is this the second season that she's been on there? This one been going on so long, I can't
this
tell.
maybe the second season she's been on there, but I just think that she's pointless at this. First of all, if you are in the job role that they say you in, first of all, you shouldn't have been on there in the first place. It's it's just too much. You mixing that check ain't that big that you need to go on there and risk your real job for this foolishness.
You're right.
And that's my first issue with her. My second issue with her is the first time she was on there, the whole drug stuff came out then. So what's different now? Why there's nothing they are saying other than the fact that Tisha exposed that she cheat on her husband cheat on. So the fuck what? If they okay with cheating on each other and they know about it, why the hell do you care? Why did you bring that up in the first place?
She thought it was a smoking gun, but Kiki didn't care. She thought Kiki was going to be embarrassed, and she wasn't. She was just like, yeah, okay. And just like when Tisha tried to throw it in Nell's face, Nell was just like, yeah. And,
Probably
like,
trying to deflect from her own
she's trying to
bullshit.
deflect. She is trying to deflect. This season was, it felt to me like it was a concerted effort on the Scott's part to disparage Kiki, to sling mud at her. They tried everything they could. I'm sure they were the ones that told the show about the Crime Stoppers thing. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying? Like they just tried everything, they just kept trying to insinuate she was on drugs again. They keep trying to say that, you know, Marceau keeps saying that he kept picking her up on the side of the road, trying to insinuate that she out here hooking. So it's just like, don't believe anything she says because she's this
Making
kind of
her not a
person.
credible person.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
trying to make her not be a credible person. Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. And the fact that, well, we still don't have any evidence. We don't have no receipts yet.
Right.
So
Right. So
Marceau,
why so
he's
you don't
winning.
need to come back. You don't need to come back to the show, period. Stop it.
She doesn't, because if she keeps on pursuing it, then it does look like she just wants to destroy their marriage, which it's not.
Every time you say that, I'll be like,
It's not that it's a concerted effort to destroy their marriage. It's more of an effort to wake her up. Like, don't be an idiot.
well,
Look,
why do y'all care if she wants to be in that miserable ass marriage with that big hip son of a bitch? Then let her. Why do you care? Why are you losing sleep
because
at night?
Melody, it's Melody. So I know, she got
Why?
the mellometers love her so much, and I don't know if any of them are gonna see this, but you can't say nothing bad about Melody. But Melody brought Kiki on the show because she thought Kiki had dirt on them. I think Melody's still mad from season 1 when Tisha was trying to throw in her face, you know, yeah, your husband cheating on you and we all been knowing it, and ha ha ha, y'all getting a divorce. But I don't have to deal with that. See, Tisha's the one that came with the attitude like, I don't have that. I have a great marriage. My husband would never. And it
Your
became a
husband been to
challenge.
Africa without you.
It
And what was
became
the
a
other place?
challenge to people
Yeah.
to be like, who she thinks she is? Like, come on now. Nobody can say they absolutely know that their spouse is not doing anything unless they see it them all the time. You got to be together all the time to know if he not doing it. You got to know
Yeah.
where that thing is at all times. So
Yep.
she just sounded crazy. And she was so smug and nasty. I remember it. That's how I remember it. She was so smug and nasty. If she had been talking to me, I'd have been like, oh, okay, I got something for you. You telling me to give you some proof, I'm gonna give it to you. I wouldn't
Well,
have been
Melody
feel
did say when he say he at some bar or something, pull
roll
up.
up.
She did. Yeah, she
But
did.
that
Well,
wasn't a
roll. Yeah.
receipt. That wasn't a receipt. Now,
Well, I think Melody was trying not to be catty about it. But then, like you said, Tisha had such an attitude about it, like her shit was perfect and Mel was a pile of shit, that Mel is like, okay, I got something for you. But at the end of the day, they still haven't proven nothing.
they haven't. And that's why, yeah. They keep saying 6 years, and I can't believe I've been with these people 6 years. I don't think it's been that long.
Right.
But however long it's been, drop it. Like, just y'all gonna have to go and let that go until the mistress herself comes out with a baby and a DNA test result. Like, until that time, or you catch him sticking it in, until that time, y'all gonna have to go and let it go. Like, for real. He won.
Right.
He won.
Right.
He won. Period. So
Yeah.
far, he's winning. I should say he's winning.
Yeah.
And
He's winning.
dancing circles around Tisha, keeping her looking stupid. Now, I will give her credit. She was coming with the smoke for Kiki verbally. She was just like, you get one time. You won't cross that line again. I bet you won't come over here. She was giving her some heat.
Kiki will beat Tisha ass.
She
All them
will beat
drugs
the
will come
brakes
out.
off of her. Yes. I didn't say she had no hands. I said she had some mouth. I think she's genuinely pissed at Kiki, and she was giving her what she needed. Like she was
Yeah.
saying the stuff it didn't sound rehearsed. It didn't sound like, like she had to be ready and prepare herself with Stormy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. This her cousin, she know how to fight with her, and it was a more evenly matched argument, in my opinion. But she still don't want that fire. Kiki's bigger than her too. She's taller. She's a little. Well, I don't know. It might be
And
about
she
the
got
same.
them drugs in her. She turned into an Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, she yeah.
This
I'm with
ain't
you
what
on
you
that.
want, boo.
Listen, I wouldn't be on no show with nobody accusing me of being on drugs affecting my good paying job,
But
my
that's what I'm
government
saying. What is
benefit.
wrong
Y'all
with
messing with my benefits, child. Hey, I can't be fooling with. Look,
But
I'll
that's
say
what
certain
I'm
stuff
trying
on
to
here
say.
because I am. I don't want y'all ain't trying to come take my money.
Facts. That's why I'm saying that something is wrong with you and your check is not that big being on Huntsville. Is something really wrong with you that you risking that?
No, y'all took a cash trip to Houston. Y'all ain't balling. Y'all ain't balling. I'm gonna need y'all to
And
go to
them
Portugal.
damn rainbow outfits they be having on.
They
That
might as
they,
well go to Canada. Look, they that's they for their
damn.
international travel. Like I can't with them. Anyway, so
So the one thing that irritated me, like I said,
don't get
was the
into it.
fact that Carlos asked Nell and Fletch Chris about their infidelity, and that was not shown on the show. And it irritated me even more because Mel clearly said that they were their mentors, and because they had gone through that, they were counseling them. You don't have to know the details, Carlos, to counsel them. What he could have asked was, share some of the encouraging things or the lessons learned or whatever, something like that. But what was the point in asking Chris? Was it with multiple women or just one? What was
Messy. He trying to
it?
establish
Was a
that
billion women. What difference does it make?
he trying to establish that all of them hang together. and they all been accused of messing with at least one, but probably multiple women. There's a pattern with these men. I think Carlos is exposing them. And he was pulling out some of the stuff. You saw Martell and Melody sat on either side of him. Those are his stars. People are hating Martell right now, but they talking about him. And they watching the show because they talking about Martell. So Martell said more than once that they had infidelity, that Chris was sleeping with women. Tisha brought up that they had infidelity. Melody has said it. And so, and it's just like, well, who are they? Why do we care? Or what qualifications do they have to try to counsel some other couple about their marriage and cheating and stuff? So I just think that was part of it. I didn't like it either because I felt like they were guests of the show, and they open their lives up to an extent, but they don't have the same contract everyone else does. So he don't have a right to ask them that kind of stuff, in my opinion. So
and
I agree with
I have to say that I did like the way that Neil responded. I appreciated the way that she responded. But I also feel like too that Carlos has it out for women as well, Black women in particular. It's something, it's deeply rooted, whatever it is, but it's something wrong with him too. I'm not gonna leave him out of this, because I said the same thing about what's that girl's name that have all the love and hip hop shows?
Mona.
Yeah. It's something wrong with her too, that you want to expose us like that. You went through something. Somebody hurt you too. That one made me angry, but I was just like, oh Lord, the level of embarrassment, the level of dirt and bullshit that you will actually pull up, that I was like, damn, that's the lowest of the low. So yeah, I and a lot of people agree with me online. They didn't. A lot of people didn't like that, because it wasn't even on the show, and you asking them stupid ass questions. So, but it's over.
He was out of line.
He was definitely out of line. But I'm grateful that shit is over, and so just like on Belle Collective, I do not feel that Kimmy and Maurice have a storyline. They are boring as shit.
That's true.
I think that Kiki needs to be removed. I don't think that any other mothers need to come on the goddamn show. Betty embarrassed all of the women her age on the planet.
She did. She is a mess.
That ignorance, she took that ignorance to a whole nother level. And so I'm happy that Tiffany and Lewis are off the show, because they were boring, ridiculous, and well, all I'm gonna say is good luck to y'all, because you knew what you was getting, and you deserve everything you get. That's all I'll say about that.
You deserve it.
You got the mic?
You deserve.
Right. So yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's gonna happen moving forward. I'm done with it.
Yep. Over it.
Your favorite show? Let's talk about your favorite show, the one you had to watch twice because you weren't paying no attention.
I could not. I mean, like, I could not. I was like, what is this? I will wake up and 20 minutes didn't pass. I was like, Lord. So.
Wait, you fell asleep on it?
Yes, that's why I had to watch it twice.
Damn.
I actually, the first time I fell asleep, I woke up, I rewound it to where I had fallen asleep. But then I fell asleep again. So then today I'm wide awake. I said, well, let me try it from beginning to end. So I kind of watched it 2.5 times. It was.
I don't even like the show that much. I'd have just been like, forget it.
I don't like it that much either, but I was like, wait, what happened? Like I had to keep, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, wait, how they get there? What? Okay. Who's that? Why they at the movies? Who is it? I was like, what's happening? Yeah, I was lost. Yeah, I was totally lost.
It's too funny. Oh
Yep.
Lord. So yeah, so Power Book 3 Kanan. Yeah, this show can go off. Like and I said this last season that this show is not going in the direction that I thought it would. Not that they asked me, they didn't. I would have given Courtney Kemp and Fitty my opinion, but I'm ready to get to the part where it relates back to power and all it's doing is just prolonging everything. So I'm not really happy with the direction that it's going because it's not even entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that I have written down is Marvin the caregiver. What a switch from when we were first introduced to Marvin until to now. He taking care of the neglected kids sitting in the car freezing cold while the daddy in the house shooting up.
Mm-hmm.
Now he done already paid this man's debt, and now he's still doing drugs. What do you think is gonna come out of this? Where's that story going? I'm interviewing you like you read
Right.
all the scripts.
Right. I
So,
don't know
Keita,
because
where do
I
you think
didn't
is
know
going?
he was in such bad shape. Like, okay, yeah, Marvin did save him from the jail or whatever, but I didn't think he was to the point where he would leave his kids out in the cold while he in there getting high. That because I thought, he was more on the keeping it under wraps and functioning and working at the newspaper or wherever that was. That's where I thought it was going, and he was going to help the music studio, the music what do you call it? The label. I thought he was going to be helping the label promote their stuff, but Marvin being his redemption story, I don't know, because he ain't really doing a whole lot for Juke. Juke out here trying to figure out her life on her own with the
Right.
group and the military and all of that. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't working as hard for her as he is for this dude. So I just don't get it. Where you think it's going?
I have no
Oh,
idea. I don't know. I don't know because I thought that he was befriending him because he knew that that would be a good way to advertise. The people on the interweb say 3LC instead of TLC and 3LW.
right.
And lose new business at the bar. But I don't know where this is going because I could care less about this man and his junky ways because that didn't have nothing to do with power. Like we didn't, and even in power, we never got into the actual people who was taking the drugs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like they want to show us that side of it. We don't want to see that side of it.
Don't
Nobody
care.
wants to see that side of it. And honestly, I'm getting tired of the drug dealer side of it too, because it's not
Yeah.
anything new. It's not
Right.
anything new. They tend to be smart. They hustle. They get out here. They make all this money, and then they end up dead. They
Yeah.
get killed. So I was
And
like,
that's what I'm waiting on next. Who dying next? That's all we need to be talking about. Who dying next? You got a prediction on that?
please let it be Juliana. I'm done with her. I'm done with her. And
What
now that
Juliana do to you?
she was the bodega chick all scared behind the counter. Now she act like she the big boss, be trying to post up. And now she kissing up on Ronnie. Girl,
That scene was gross.
he didn't look interested.
Look, the whole time I'm going, like,
And she
it's like
seemed
it was like two 80-year-olds trying to get it on. It just wasn't right. Don't watch that.
Somebody said it looked like somebody busted in on them making out while they were doing their homework. You know how kids in the room
Yeah.
and you bust in there and they jump. Yeah, they look like that. But it was weird because she said that line from Monsters Ball. You remember that
I didn't
terrible
watch that.
movie with Halle Berry?
I refuse.
Oh, she was like, I need you to make me feel good. I need you to make me feel good. She won an Oscar for that. And I was cringing the whole time. But that's kind of, Juliana didn't say it like that, but she said, I need you to make me feel good. And I want to make you feel good. I was like, if you don't get this Monsters Ball off my TV, I could, she
Well,
don't
it
bring
didn't look
nothing to the
like
show.
no, and neither the
He wasn't
Ronnie
interested.
didn't want it either.
He wasn't
She just
interested.
kissing him on the lips, and he just sitting there like.
He was like, he probably sitting there like, how much cereal I got in the kitchen. He probably sitting there trying to figure out do I need to buy some more cereal? Because he is, huh?
Go ahead.
Did you see when, okay, so they went in there and snatched that white dude up, Paul, to, scare him and beat him up and all that kind of stuff. They drag him all out of his place. Cuckoo Head goes over and picks a jacket off the floor.
Off the floor.
Switches the pegs and stuff and hangs it up. I was like, in the middle of all of that, you notice this jacket on the floor, you cuckoo. They crazy. They
Special.
crazy. And when Kanan and Juke were arguing, he just sat there like a psycho eating his cereal.
It's so funny. I don't know if y'all see the same commercial we do. I don't even know what the commercial is for. But when it comes on, it says, they open a refrigerator and it says, do you know if you have milk?
Is it spoiled? That one? Do you know what condition it is? Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. You seen that commercial? Every time I hear that, I think about Ronnie and that damn cereal. I'm like, that dude, every scene he's eating cereal. It's like Marvin. Every scene he's eating something. Chips, them cornflakes out the box.
It's just like, this character has got to be one of the weirdest that they've written on a show. He just came out of nowhere. He just crazy. We don't know why. He wears this ugly ass jacket. He a drug dealer, but he look like he in the debate club. Like, I don't understand where they found this character. He's got some type of autism, and it probably wasn't diagnosed back in the 90s like that, But he's like, yeah, he's
like Asperger's.
Yeah, they don't call it that anymore, racism. But yeah,
What?
Yes. As my son explained to me, this Asperger dude was a Nazi. So they don't want to use that name anymore. Now they just say autism. Because it's racist to be saying somebody got a symptom named after a Nazi. They's the worst racists on the planet. They was like, just gas them. Let's put them in the. Okay, just move on.
You know how I feel about all that stuff. It just wears me out. I don't
want to get into it though.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it anyway. What's the number 2? Ronnie putting Pernessa out of the house. Man, he said, what you doing here?
I live here.
I live here, Ronnie.
This is my house. This is me a unique house. He's like, I said get out. You going to your mother's house. Like, yeah. Yeah, she on borrowed time. She on borrowed time. She might be the next one dead. Her or Juliana. They could both die because they're not important anyway. Are they?
And Famous. Her and Famous got put out of their own damn houses. What the fuck?
But Famous came back in with a key.
Well, he told them to leave. He didn't say leave and leave the key. He just said you got two minutes to get out or whatever he said.
So does he not live there? Because I was confused. I thought he kicked him out like you can't live here anymore. That's how I took it last week.
Yeah.
But
that's how we all took it.
He came back in with a key. And now
to get his stuff.
now he's acting like he's leaving on his own to go stay at his mom's.
Right.
It was a different vibe this episode. Like it was more of an agreement. Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go on and move out. It wasn't like, nigga, get your ass and get out. Yeah, it wasn't like that. And you're not finna put me out and I still got the keys. That's not how an eviction works.
What?
That's not how it works.
So in the hood, your name ain't on the lease? There's no lease?
Yeah,
I don't know
his
how that
name
shit
is
works.
probably on the lease because they lived there and they had to pay rent. So yeah, one
No,
of them.
Famous lived there, and then Kanan came and just moved his ass himself in.
Right. So until the landlord is notified that one or the other doesn't live there, it doesn't
Look at
matter whose
us.
name is on the lease. My
Analyzing the
thing
shit.
is you can't put nobody out of your house and let them keep the keys. That's not life. That's not real life, Kim.
Neither
Put a
is
bitch
you
out your
putting me
house.
out of the house that
Put a
got
bitch
my
out
name
your
on
house
it.
and let her keep the key. Come on, somebody. Who got a key to your house that you put out?
No one has a
No
key to my
one.
house, period.
Even
As
if
a
they
matter of
stay
fact,
there.
thank you for reminding me. I need to give somebody a key. I don't have nobody has a key to my house.
I'm saying if not that house, any other house, or I'm just saying you don't get nobody a key to your house and put them out and then let them keep the key. Not unless you're gonna change the locks.
Right.
So when he walked in the apartment, just like boom, 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 hey, what's up? You just put me out last week and I'm just gonna roll in like, hey, he ain't called first or nothing. Yeah, it was dumb. And I don't know who wrote that. I was like, maybe I was asleep. That's one of the scenes I rewound because I was like, wait a minute, did they make up? Did he ask him to come back? No, just stupid writers.
Yes. But it was a funny part. There was a funny part where during that scene when Ronnie asked Famous, what does your mother miss about you?
It wasn't funny to me. It was weird. I was really uncomfortable because he was like,
It was weird, but it was funny because it's like, who came up with that?
they make him so like he's over the top psycho. Who would have said that? He was like, my mama don't miss me. Famous is like, okay. I'm laughing now, but I wasn't laughing in the scene. I was like,
but I'm laughing because it was so unbelievable. Like, how
who would say
with
that?
that?
Who would say that? They sitting up trying to make him the weirdest that they possibly can. And
it works.
It don't go with him being super drug dealer. It doesn't. It doesn't. People wouldn't
He's super
follow him.
special though.
He would be in the crew. He would be the idiot savant who can do all the calculations in his head, like on Snowfall. They had the guy in the crew who could multiply big numbers in his head and spit it out in 2 seconds. Yeah, you're not gonna be running the crew, but you'll be the goofball we let hang with us, or
Yeah.
let send
I
check
get
you.
what you're saying.
No,
I get what you're saying.
let me tell you what's funny to me. It's terrible. I jumped and then I laughed when Lulu shot that man's mama. She hit that table so hard. Did you hear it? He said, power. She went, bam, jump. And then I screamed at the TV. I was like, I rewound it. I was like, this shit. I didn't know what happened. You ain't see it?
Yeah, I did.
How she hit it? She hit hard. I was like, what she weigh? 800 pounds. Like she hit hard. Just one big, whoa. The whole table was broke up, glass everywhere. She ain't moved. She did not move. She was dead. And then he shot her again.
The blood came out. Yeah.
Yeah, she did not move. And then he shot her again. I was like,
that was a just in case shit.
Yeah, like Zombieland, double tap. You ever see that movie?
Oh, that ain't real. No.
What you mean it ain't real? Game of Thrones ain't real. What you talking about?
That's entertainment.
Yes, Zombieland
it could
is
be
entertainment.
Real.
Yeah, Zombieland is entertainment. It's silly.
It's not.
The movie is funny. It's not like Walking Dead. It's funny. So anyway.
So I didn't see that either. But Lou, he can die. He get on my nerves.
He can.
The fact that you got in the car, drove to Scrappy's mama's house, told on yourself, drove back home, got in the bed, and went to sleep. And you don't remember none of it?
He don't remember none of it. Her house didn't look familiar. He don't know what nobody talking about. He wasn't, maybe he was blackout drunk, but he did a whole lot of walking and talking and functioning to be blackout drunk. So I don't know.
And driving.
Mm-hmm. He shouldn't have been, apparently.
That didn't make a damn bit of sense to me at all. I mean, I don't know the distance. I don't know if they on the next street or what. I don't know. But the point is, how you don't remember none of that? Come on now.
Yeah, the only way that would have made sense is if somebody slipped him a date rape drug. That's the only way it would have made sense, because people get.
But I thought the date rape drug. First of all, it has a name, but I thought you go to sleep.
GHB.
I thought you just go to
whatever
sleep.
the name of it is. I don't think they just go to sleep. They are a lot of times still functioning. They just don't know what's going on, and they don't have any memory of it after.
I don't know. I thought in the movies that I saw, I thought they just went to sleep. Okay,
they be like in a fog and don't really know what's happening, and they can't really talk. But that's why I said he could have been blackout drunk. But I also thought that blackout drunk just meant you were asleep. But I think it just means you just blacked out. You're not conscious of what you're doing and saying.
That shit is scary. And what's funny is, I don't like big purses, but I carry a purse, and it just irritates my soul when I can't put my hand in there and get exactly what I want. I always have to get my hand in there, dig for it, go to the other pocket, dig for it. I don't see how I could have did that and not known, because I be so frustrated digging for keys and shit. I'll be like, what am I doing? Why am I up? Let me go get in the bed. Because I can't find the keys. Ain't that some shit? Anyway.
But okay, so that's why I said it. Well, I guess it does make sense if he was blackout drunk. That's the only way it would work. It's just you just don't have any memory of that. He could die. It's a shame to be talking about people like that, but I don't like none of these folks. They all could die, honestly.
Character. We can talk about that. These are shows. This ain't real.
Yeah,
we ain't saying he can die in real life. We saying his character sucks.
His character has really been brought down low. I'd hate to see him die because I like him, but he's just nothing this season. He doesn't have any purpose. Him and the lady at the bar, that whole scenario is pointless.
And then the mama coming in every now and then talking about, I got bills. Your sister ain't answering the phone. Give me some money.
Coming in there like Patrice Woodbine.
Yeah, that's what she remind me of.
I looked twice. I was like, is that Pastor? No, it ain't.
You're right. That's what she remind me of too. But no, yeah, that shit is so unnecessary. I don't care about her either. Stop coming. Stop.
And Detective Howard, he just ain't even trying to be real police anymore, is he? He
done crossed over.
He done crossed all the way over. He can't come back from this. He done told them that Scrap's mama came in there. Now she dead. And
comes with the territory.
And I thought Rock was serious about getting out, but I knew it wasn't gonna last long. I want to say I said that at the beginning of the season. You asked me maybe first episode or so, did I believe it? And I was like, I believe she believes it, but I don't think it's gonna last. And that's what happened. She back in, and she about to be all in. Oh, I tell you what you do. Go back and watch the trailer for the whole season. Now that you've seen some of the show and we talking about where is it going, go back and watch the trailer.
Will do.
Yeah, that's your homework.
Oh, now you're going to your real job. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, so That's it for the show. I'm good. Unless you got something else you
Ain't
want to
nothing
say
else
about them.
happened. That's
Yeah,
it.
pretty
Boo.
much.
So you saying we got one more show? One more? Or was that it?
No, that was it. I was saying we could talk about something else, or we could just go.
No. I'm saying, I thought you said that was episode 9. It's usually 10 episodes. Is that it for Kanan, or
Was that 9? I thought it was like 7. Let me see.
shit? You lying? We can 3 more of these bitches.
You sound mad about it, like it's torture. Bitch, I gotta watch more of this nonsense. All right, there are 10 episodes. That was 7.
No.
That was
I
7.
feel like this shit is dragging on.
Like, what can they talk about in 3 more episodes? What?
They gotta kill everybody. Everybody gotta be dead in 3 more episodes. So they gotta kill at least 3 people per episode. These last 3.
You think Tony Danza gonna make it out? It's a strange casting choice to me.
It was.
Like, why they got Who's the Boss on here?
I don't know. But yeah, Tony, I don't know about him. I think he's insignificant. But maybe the Asian guy more than him, because that Asian guy be popping off at the mouth. That shit be funny.
What about Snaps and Pops? Snaps and Pop, whatever their name is.
Insignificant. If anybody, like you said, it'll be Juliana, Pernessa, Lou.
Ronnie, you think Ronnie gonna make it this season? Out the season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, they killed Unique. I don't see them killing Ronnie too off the cast.
Nope.
They gotta keep
not this soon.
They gotta keep a villain. Somebody gotta keep Rock on her toes, because if we kill Ronnie, she won't have no.
Right.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens to Howard too.
Yeah, because he's trying to get into narcotics. You can't be a narcotics detective and your baby mama is a drug dealer. Like, he's helping her out now, but he can't continue to do that unless he's ready to go all the way super dark dirty. Like, boom, boom, boom.
He 90% there. Like,
boom.
He ain't got that much to go.
187 on Undercover Cop.
You so hood. Cleveland.
Sometimes. Yeah, so yeah, 3 more episodes of that. Next week we'll bring in Ready to Love. They have started a new season in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes, and I watched both episodes. I have to say,
uh-oh. You froze. I didn't hear anything.
You didn't?
You said I have to say, and then you froze.
Oh, I said I'm single for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The guys are ugly. The women are pretty though, to me, that I can think of. They seem okay. But I don't think they're feeling these guys yet either. So we'll see.
I don't think so either. Some of them give these guys the side eye, baby. Huh? Woo! Some of them are like, why are you here?
Mm-hmm. I've seen better casts. And why is everyone, and we weren't going to talk about that this week, but I did notice, I said, why every season do they have a DJ, a comedian, and like an IT person?
A salon owner.
Yeah, a stylist or something. Like every season? That's all y'all do in Texas?
And Miami and
Atlanta
ATL.
and DC. Yeah, all the dating shows. They always got to have a comedian, a DJ, a hairstylist,
and a salon
owner.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's a trip.
Yeah. And a flight attendant. Flight attendants too. There's been
a few of those too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. IT, maybe they just look around and be like, hey girl, you on the fly, you should pop in this show.
Hey, you single? Of course you're single. You don't have a lot of choices. You want to be on the show?
Not of course you're single.
You heard him? I thought I slipped that in.
All right, so last thing I wanted to talk to you about. I saw this article. Actually, I saw this on TMZ this afternoon.
You saw it today. I saw it.
I just saw it today. And I was like, wait, what? But it was like I was changing channel, whatever was happening. I only saw the tail end of it. I was like, what? I saw the headline. So I went and looked it up. Snoop Dogg says that he could make $100 million showing his thing on OnlyFans, but he won't because of out of respect for his wife. So tell me this, Kim, if you were married, would you be okay with your husband showing his ding-a-ling on OnlyFans for $100 million? Now, first of all, that's not the money they're going to pay him up front or anything like that. OnlyFans is subscriptions. But I mean, there is a potential that a lot of people would pay money to go see what Snoop working with. That's the premise.
So here's what I didn't read the article or nothing. I saw it because Shannon Sharp talked about it. And I've never been on OnlyFans. I'm not a subscriber. So I don't know. How would they know it's Snoop? Would they sell it?
Yeah, he'd have an account with his name and picture. Probably like X or Instagram if you got a verified account. I don't know. I'm not on there either. But I would assume there's a way to know that it's his verified official account. And you would pay money to subscribe to his OnlyFans. And then you tune in to see what he's working with. Oh. But everybody on there is not doing, it's not all porn. Like some people are just showing their feet. Some people eat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're only showing your feet. So you don't know what the person actually looks like other than their feet, right?
Well, it's not all, OnlyFans is not all feet. I'm just saying.
No. I'm saying for the person who only shows their feet, they only show the feet. So no one knows what the rest of them looks like, right?
I don't know. But if you notice their account, I guess there's some, maybe they start out saying, hey, everybody, I'm going to show you my feet today. And then they show them. I don't know how it works.
I wish I'd have known more about how that works, because my thing is, what will be different from somebody else on there only showing their penis on the OnlyFans? So are you saying because it's Snoop, he'll get more money because people are curious about what he's working with? Oh, he can charge
more.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so it's funny because like I said, I saw this Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco were talking about it, and Shannon Sharp was saying that he would do it because he would tell his wife, hey, 20 million, y'all give you 20 million. You know, I was like, will you get the whole 100 million, or is it like taxed and you get 50?
50 million is still a hell of a lot of money. So what's the price tag for you to let your husband, for you to be okay with it? So so the article says that he wouldn't do it out of respect for his wife. It doesn't say that she said you better not. It wasn't like that. He's saying that he wouldn't disrespect her that way. So I'm wondering, I don't know now.
It's like
100 million is a lot of money.
That. 100 million is a shitload of money, and you ain't gonna never make that.
10 million.
50, yeah, it's a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. What's the low bar?
Listen, I did give it some thought. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gave it some damn thought, and Shannon was making some great points, and Ocho Cinco, I think he was just shocked. I don't know if he ever said what he would do, but I would literally have to be like, hey, for 100 million.
Like, look at that, folk. Let's talk about it a little bit. Shouting.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. We have to have a discussion about this. You know what we can do with 100?
That's what I'm saying. It for most people, it ain't even got to be that much. It ain't got to be 100 million.
Well, look at these people on reality shows. Shit, they selling their soul for $2,500
per episode. Right. And so on one of the other housewives shows I watch, Denise Richards, who used to be married to Charlie Sheen, she has an OnlyFans, and it's like $7. And one of the other housewives, showing? I don't remember, but one of the other housewives was clowning her about it. Like, it's only $7. I think to see her boobs or something.
Boobs are everywhere.
but it's Denise
Well,
Richards.
so is
boobs.
penises.
It's
I
Denise
guess.
Richards.
Didn't we see Denise Richards boobs in Wild Things?
Then we see Denise Richards everything. Yes. Like I don't know why people would pay to see a specific persons when you can see others for free.
For
I
free.
don't know. That's how people do. Just like you pay money for things. Here you pay more
But
money
if you're
for
offering me 100 million, I'm gonna show you my boobs.
you crack it up. And I can't hear nothing. Your microphone ain't picking up nothing.
It's on.
It's back now. It's just certain. I told you it's just a certain. I can't even tell you. It's actually kind of close to it where the sound cuts out. So yeah, we would have to think about that because you not only okay, yeah, there's the money, but you're inviting people into your relationship in a way. Because now they're gonna see your man's penis and have
People
comments.
saw it before we got together.
They ain't got no. It ain't on the internet.
They saw it for free. You don't know how many people. Somebody they were talking about Kim Kardashian. Do you watch Drink Champs?
Yeah.
Nick Cannon was on Drink Champs before, and they were talking about. He was talking about that Kim Kardashian was with Ray J first, and then while Nick Cannon was with Kim Kardashian, that's when the tape came out, and it contributed to the demise of their relationship. Not all of it, but it contributed. Meaning he probably wouldn't have left. But anyway, and I'm sitting here, and so she's an example of people saw it and had it for free before the tape came out. I mean, people have seen it before, so now I'm getting 100 million for it. Yeah, we don't have to talk about it.
But what I'm saying though is it now people are gonna go to see Snoop Dogg's whatever, right? And then they'll be sliding in his DMs. They probably already doing that, but it's gonna get even worse.
Exactly.
Or people are gonna now have comments. What if it don't look like they expected? What if it's smaller than they expected? Or what if it's bigger than they expected? Or what if it's skinny like he is? Like then now people are talking about it. Just if he were
you analyze the hell out of that
because he's married. That's why once you get married, some things are off limit.
Yes, some things are off limit to people who are married.
But
I'm not.
But 100 million, I'd be looking at my husband like, show it. Show it. If I saw him on TV talking about I could have made 100 million, no, you finna make 100 million.
You are lying right now.
Me?
Yeah.
No. 100 million, show it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And what does your husband say about all of this?
We haven't.
I know y'all talked about it. You have?
No, because I just saw it today. So I'll have to ask him when I'll ask him in a little bit.
I want to know what he says.
I'm gonna ask.
Because you done sold him to the devil right now.
At first I was thinking, but that's what I'm saying. There would have to be like, what's the low bar? Like, okay, 100 million, yeah. But what if you don't get 100 million? What if it's 50 million? Yeah. 10 million, I'm still in. 1 million, I don't know. It don't sound like that'd be worth all the trouble that it's gonna cause in your life.
Million. I don't think I'd do it for 10.
You wouldn't show your.
But definitely. No, wait a minute. First of all, if you're asking me would I show my boobs for 10 million? Yes, the hell I would. But
I'm talking about your husband's.
If my husband's,
pots.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know. 10 million is low, but 100 million.
That's what I just said. 100 million, show it.
100 million,
50 million. We're gonna be like, show it. That's what I'm saying. What's the low amount? I
don't think 10 is good.
I don't think a million is enough. That's what I'm saying. A million, not. 10 million, no. 20 and up. 25, yeah, it had to be 20 and up.
50 and up. 50 and up is let's put it like this. 50 and up is a no-brainer.
True. You don't even really got to talk about it. He ain't have to clear it with me. Go on, do it, baby. We gonna. Yeah.
I cannot wait to hear what your husband
But
got
there's
to
people
say
out
about
here
these.
doing shit for free, like you said. They ain't getting no money. There's people out here doing whole pornos with their significant other. Not just significant other, their spouse. Like went to the church and said I do, and now they in front of the cameras doing it. They're not doing it for free though. They getting paid.
Yeah, and it begs the
money.
question. You breaking up a little bit, but it begs the question of how much did Mimi and what's that boy's name get for that tape that was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You remember when that came out?
I wasn't watching the show, but I remember the video.
Yeah.
I remember
I can't remember his name.
And you remember Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee? They were married and they made sex tapes. So people, and they made a lot of money on it. They made a lot of money on it.
But it probably wasn't 100 million though.
If it were today, it probably would have been. Like the way the couple that they were then, bring them into 2023 and release that video, they probably would have made. Put them on OnlyFans, they would have made money. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, maybe I need to get on OnlyFans.
What you gonna show or do? We'll talk about that offline.
If I knew I was gonna make some real money, I definitely would give it some thought. Now, like you said, if it's gonna just be $7 like Denise Richards, then it's not even a point in even creating an account.
But how many people are paying it though? That can't be like us with 2 subscribers. But if you got 100,000 subscribers, you just made $700,000. I mean, it just depends on what your level is. I'd have to Google her to see what her, because Erica Jane was laughing at her because Denise's daughter is also on OnlyFans and she makes more than her mama does, which makes sense because she's younger.
It's an interesting topic, but I ain't gonna lie to you. 50 million and more, that we ain't even listen. If you don't get on that damn OnlyFans,
do you want me to hold the camera?
I will hold it and the damn camera. What you want me to do?
You and hairline. Stupid.
Y'all see that every night.
See. Hey, you pointed at the microphone, so that just made it okay. Time to go. All right. It is
time to end this episode.
It is time to end this. All right, girl. Good talking to you this week. We'll see you all next week with maybe some new stuff. Maybe something more interesting.
Hopefully something more interesting.
I did watch The Floor.
Did you like it?
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Let's get off of here because my internet is acting up. All righty.
Remember to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. No. Wait. You right here. See that state. All right. Holla.
All right. Bye.